Welcome to CivilNet. I'm here at Darget Brew Pub in Yerevan, Armenia's first craft brewery. Let's go take a look inside. Darget first opened its doors in 2016, and they've been really popular ever since. They make most of their beers in-house and have just recently opened a factory in 2018 on the road to Sevan, which we're going to check out soon. They're famous for their apricot ale and their cherry ale. I think I'm going to have a taste. I sat down with Hovannes Durgaryan, co-founder of Darget, to learn about why they brought craft beer to Armenia and how they changed the culture of drinking beer in the country.
As you may know, 3 years ago, there was no craft beer in Armenia. The market was full of the industrial mainstream beer, tasted almost the same. We decided Armenia deserved having a craft beer. So we decided to do first craft brew pub. Then the idea developed and became a craft brewery, which was built last year and it's now fully operating.
We got in the car and headed to the new brewery. It's located on the road to Lake Sevan, just 15 miles from Yerevan and from the pub itself. It's right on the road that leads to popular destinations such as Dilijan, Zalgazor, and even to Georgia.
Okay, let's go inside the brewery.
Hovannes gave me a sneak peek inside the brewery, where a team of 15 people brew the beer, bottle it, label it, and prepare it for consumption. He told me about how the beer is prepared from start to finish.
This is the most important part of any brewery. This is called brew house. You see 6 vessels. This is the heart of any brew house, or brain of the brew house. Malt comes from this pipe and it is mixed with hot water to get the sugars, the natural sugars from the barley, from the malt. After mixing, we transfer this mix to this vessel, which is latter can, or the filtration vessels. So after filtration, we transfer liquor here and we boil it. During the boiling, usually the hops are added to get the bitterness, aroma. So after boiling, we transfer to this vessel, which calls whirlpool, to separate the solid part from the liquid part. And after whirlpool, we cool down the wort and then transfer to that big vessels, where we add yeast to ferment and later to have beer. We started with the major types of beer. For example, we decided that we need to have very popular English or American style hoppy beers. American Pale Ale, India Pale Ale, New England Pale Ale, Black IPA, Double IPA, so-called hoppy beers. But we realized that there are many people who are not ready to drink very hoppy and bitter beers. And we decided to go with the Belgian types of beer, which are not bitter, and German styles of beer, for example, Helles, Munich Lager, or Hefeweizen, which is very popular all over the world, especially during the summertime. It's easy drinking, it's fruity. And also, we decided that we have to put our special Armenian signatures in our beer varieties, and we created Armenian fruit beers. We have 2 types of beers, apricot and the cherry ale, and cider. This is warehouse. Come in, please. This is the mill. We mill the grains. We decided to work only high-quality ingredients: malts, hops, yeast, waters. It's a pity to say that only water has high quality in Armenia. All other ingredients we import from abroad. This equipment is for kegging. We put kegs here. Beer is filled in the middle part, then we take out. This one is a bottling line. These two equipments are state-of-the-art equipments with the highest standards. Low oxygen intake, very clean, very precise. We put bottles here, it's a labeling part, and this is bottling, filling and bottling type.
Their bottled beers are now sold in markets throughout the country and are served on tap in many restaurants and bars. They are also hoping to expand their reach and sell their beer in Russia and in the US.
We got interest from many restaurants. That's the reason we decided to build up our brewery. It was a complex plan, not only creating good beer, brewing a quality beer. That's only one goal. Not simple, but just a goal. If you don't change the culture of beer drinking, the culture of appreciating the beer, you are failed.
They are now building a terrace outside the brewery, which will seat 600 people, in addition to the restaurant they are also developing next to it.
So this building is for restaurant, for sitting area, for kitchen, and we're going to have an open kitchen, so people can see the cooking process. This is the most signature beer we have. It's an Armenian apricot ale. It's made from the delicious Armenian apricot. It's a unique product, very popular among the visitors. Armenians coming all over the world, tourists, and it's popular for Armenians too. So cheers.
Back in Yerevan, the pub is filling up with locals and tourists, young and old, ready to taste the craft beer, have a bite, and enjoy the atmosphere.
Good music, nice democratic atmosphere, which attract young generation, where the four legs where the craft beer can stand. The beer is Armenian, the atmosphere is Armenian, but the food is multinational.
Although Darget is now a popular local spot, there were challenges that were faced when introducing the craft beer scene to Armenia.
There were several challenges. First of all, beer was considered as a man drink, so changing the stereotype of consumption of beer.
As Darget's popularity grows, new craft breweries are popping up across Yerevan, and Hovanes says he welcomes the competition.
I hope, and meantime, I'm sure that in 5 years perspective we'll have good beer sense. It's the only way to create better beer, because if you compete only with yourself, it's hard to get always the high standards. The most important thing is a good willing brewing quality beer, and customers will follow you if you do that.